I will bring you to. I walk slowly through your trap, falling out of time, out of love and out of my mind. I will be lonely, I will settle for the test, letting every day eat away my true pointing man. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a breath while breaking us down. Now I want it all. Stars are forcefully aligned. Now to shine myself, guide my way from me and the ones. I will find myself. Over you I spill my guts. Maybe we can jump the county line and out of my home. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a breath while breaking us down. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a breath while breaking us down. Rising up, take a trip to the other side. Broken world from your eyes, close and lock them tight. Feet alive with the breath threatened to ignite. Spark a fire on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door, tell the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows contagious reaction in everybody's eyes.
All right. Good to see you guys. Had to take care of a couple things. Got on a couple minutes late here, but I am on, and yeah, a little Sunday thing. So I decided I'm gonna start doing some other streams during the week, not just the ones I've been doing. So hopefully you guys enjoy these little streams, play a little bit of music, and hang out a little bit. So I got like another little space over there I'm gonna go sit in a little later and just chat with you guys. But for now, I'll play a couple tunes. So had to go grab a pick. Didn't have a pick. Now I do. All right. Let's see. I didn't put my tablet out or anything, so I'm just gonna play some stuff I know, stuff I want to play. Do this in the key. Let me drop this a half step. What's going down, guys? Good to see you guys tonight. Unlucky 17, already handed plans for the future. Glimmer obsessed, shown how to dress and told how to think. And I don't have a job, but I can show you how to be a slob. So many days wasted and greased. Sometimes I laugh out loud as I think about you asking me, please can you help? And I'm not your savior, and how do you want me to be? A cowardly mistake I made so many times before, refusing to pay. Got my losses, ties that with you. Like a good boy, I'll pretend and promise not to do it again. Do you remember when life was so simple and permanent? Everyone's changed, everyone's cruel, and everyone sucks, but I can't seem to complain. Exciting and you're just not there. You're getting scared, and I'm not your savior. Not that I was anyway. I'm a void with empty promises that backs out late. Never said I'd change. Take it back, the words that always spoke like a fuel tank running dry. You believe it when I choke. You believe it when I choke. little Tony. Little Tony ain't never heard nothing. All right, let's check it out here. See what I got going on. So I did want to do something a little bit later, and I do have like a whole nother like little setup. I'm gonna switch to in a moment. Not a moment. After I play a couple tunes. Good to see you guys, Frank, Bender, D, me, whoever's out there watching. Love you guys. What's up, Dave? Good to see you, brother. I wanted to say a quick thank you to D. You're amazing, and you've done so much. You're here in every single chat. You have done so much for my channel. You've been a member for so long. You're always there, and I can always count on you. So I'm gonna be making you a moderator on all my channels moving forward. That way you can keep all the riffraff out. Yeah, right, Bender, exactly. Nice. All right, let me see here. Don't you ever feel sad? Lean on me when times are bad. When the day in your down, in the river in trouble, and about to drown. So hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. On my way, I'm your lover. If you get gold, I'll be your cover. Don't have to worry, 'cause I'm here. And I need a selfie, baby, 'cause I am here. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh yeah. Going my way, I'm your lover. If you get cold, I'll be your cover. Don't have to worry, 'cause I'm here. And I need a selfie, baby, 'cause I am here. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, yeah. I was a little salmon day for y'all and for me. All right, let me see here. understood. Like a rock. So that song just reminded me of this story that so when I was like 22, I was in this band called 8 Count. I think I might have talked about 8 Count before. I may have shown you guys a song or two from 8 Count. But I was in this band called 8 Count. We were playing at this. At Cal State Long Beach has a bar on campus. It's called the Nugget. You know what I mean? Cal State Long Beach was the 49ers, I think. They're like gold miners, so the nugget of gold. Get it? You know. All right. Anyway, so. Playing at the Nugget, and there is a band that we used to play with called The Silence, and you might know the lead singer from The Silence actually ended up being the lead singer for I Am Ghost, and they were on Epitaph. They may still be. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Steve since I was about 22 or so, So we were playing with The Silence. The Silence was playing right before us, and they came out, and we were gonna we would normally play like a cover with our set of the night, you know, and we would play punk rock covers, you know what I mean, because we were a punk rock band, you know. And I remember one night the cover we were gonna do was Generator, and then they covered Generator. Before we did, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if they did that just to mess with us. We played it anyway. I don't care. We weren't gonna change our set. But that was interesting playing with them. It was super cool, actually. I enjoyed playing with The Silence back in the day. All right, let's see here. Delzy. What's going down, Necromancer? Dave, everybody out there, good to see you guys. Yeah, so this is like a little thing. I didn't announce anything for Sunday. I just threw it up, and whoever's catches it. I'm going to go and hang out in the recliner and hang out and chat with you guys for a little while in a minute. But I wanted to come on, play a couple songs first, play a couple tunes. Yeah, well, let's see here. Yeah, I might recognize Lagwagon covered this. I've actually had somebody request this as Lagwagon's tune because they only heard the Lagwagon version of it. They didn't hear Credence's version of it. No knock on them. I mean, hell, I thought UB40 wrote Red Wine until I was 38 years old. I see the bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I hear buried weeks of lightning, and I see the bad sound today. It was Bob Marley, James. Don't go around tonight, and it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Alright. by Bob Marley, I was like, wait, what? I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. Hey, I'll blow your minds on another one here in a minute. I hear rivers overflowing, and I see the voice raging ruin. Yeah. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad man on the rise. Don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad man on the rise. Alright. I hope you got your things together. I hope you are quite prepared to ride. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One night is taken for a night. Come on. Don't go out tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad man on the rise. Don't go out tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad man on the rise. And there's a bad man on the rise. And there's a bad man on the rise. Ow, fuck. Oh, shit, that hurt. Oh, sorry, my language. I apologize. That was a knee-jerk reaction. Oh, that hurt. This little red thing you see right here, that's the corner of the table. And on the last strum, I strummed right through and punched the table, and it got me right in between my fingers, right here. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Oh, that's just a sensitive spot to be hitting in the corner of anything right there. Oh, a little cut. That ain't nothing. I'm just being a little. I'm just whining. I'm just whining. I'm fine. There you guys are. Thanks for asking, D. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just hurt. It's gonna swell. I'm pretty sure. All right, it's all good. All right. I haven't been playing this, and then recently I played it, and it was so fun. I think we'll play it again. I gotta get that right. Watch
just another Saturday. Because after freedom, you went to all get this crew up. Take a breath of shelter. Then it's your trusting on these hands. Liberate yourself from hell. It's just another Saturday. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Just another Saturday. I really screwed that ending up. I was like, wait, what the hell? It's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday. Something like that. Better ending than the last one. All right. Let's do like one or two more tunes, and then I'm gonna. All right, so let me see here. Oh, okay. All right, so let me see. Let me try this one, finger picking it a little slower. I can't believe it, the way you look sometimes, like a trampled flag on a city street. Oh yeah, and I don't want it, the things you're offering me. Civilized barcode, quick ID. Oh yeah. Yeah, my 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to read, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's a lazy middle class intellectual, and mommy's on Valium, so ineffectual. A mystery. I don't know Necromancer. I don't. I know the song. I just need to learn it. I can't explain it. The things you're saying to me. Civilized barcode, quick ID. Oh yeah. Yeah, my 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to read, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's a lazy middle class intellectual, and mommy's on Valium, so ineffectual. In love a mystery, yeah. No one told you about no control, but now I really don't know. The way you told me how bad you had to suffer, is that really all you had to offer? Hell yeah, D. 100% real soon too. We're gonna make a couple of videos. See, I'm a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to live, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's a lazy middle class
intellectual, and mommy's on Valiant, so and I fix you all, and that's what I'm for. Tell me what he wants, what he really needs. That's what I'm for. I can't explain it. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. There. That's the ending. It's all right. I mean, finger picking's definitely not like. I can't explain it. Those things they're saying to me, they're going, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a 21st century digital boy. All right, so cool. Give me one quick sec. I'm gonna prep something real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play a little game with you guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be right back in like 30 seconds.
I will break you too. I walk slowly through your trap, falling out of time, out of love, and out of my mind. I will be lonely. I will settle for the test, letting every day eat away my true poison. Charge me through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Ready for a bad for breaking us down. Now I want it all. Stars are forcefully aligned. Now to shine myself, guide my way from me and the ones. I will find myself. Over you I spill my guts. Maybe we can jump the county line and out of my home. Charge me through the wall, never to attack.
That's a good observation, Necromancer. And the banjo. Dude, if I had like Dave here, like just picking the banjo, and maybe James on the upright, that would be, that could be a really good version of that for sure. All right, so I'm gonna do something I should have done on Halloween. On Halloween, I should have done this. We had a real fun time. It was like 4 or 5 hours of songs and having fun and doing shit like this, stuff like this, excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys some of the costumes, a piece of a costume that I wore in the past, and you guys tell me if you can figure out what that costume was from. All right, so you tell me. I wore this red jacket with one of my costumes. Take a close look. Does that remind you of anything? Just imagine. I give you a hint if you need it. But I wore this one Halloween. What would you think that is? What is the red jacket, you guys? All right, let me show you guys the next one. While you guys are thinking about what the red jacket is. All right. Michael Jackson, good guess, good guess. Okay, so this was also a accessory to a different costume. These are all from different costumes. So give me your best guesses. Give me your best guesses. Give me your best guesses for what you think the costumes were for. I'll give you a hint though. It's not Michael Jackson. So for the red jacket. But good guesses. Good guesses. So and then there's this. Okay. All right. That's the second one. And it's just like the, you know, that thing. And then this is a This is from one of the costumes as well. What would you guys think this is from? Okay. And then the last one is this. What costume could this be from? All right. So there's a cane. There's a gun. There's a jacket. And hey, that's a really good guess for the Back to the Future one. And there's this thing. All right, so we're gonna go over them. Anybody else got any guesses for those? We'll go ahead right into the red jacket, since James knocked it out of the park with Tyler Durden. Yeah, bro. I'm actually surprised you got that, to be honest with you. But yeah, that was fun. So there was my Tyler Durden jacket. I had that whole get up. That was fun. Yeah. All right, there's my Tyler Durden jacket. James, you got that one right. That's one for James. Nailed it. That's right. Good guess on the Michael Jackson, though. I mean, seriously, like, what else? I mean, what's the most? It's the most, But by the way, like, I would be canceled if I did that. If I did that, you guys would have fucking canceled me instant. I would have not been here now if I had been Michael Jackson from Thriller. All right, y'all? Maybe Michael Jackson from, like, Remember the Time, but not Thriller. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. The second one I'll show you guys is this one, and it is from, drum roll, please. Nope, wrong one. Ghostbusters. I was the right. Hey, Star-Lord, that was a good guess. A good guess too, Frank. So I was Lewis. I can't remember his last name in Star Wars. I've Star. Now you got me saying Star Wars and Ghostbusters. I did ruin the last one. All right, so this I know I totally did. But that should have been the most obvious anyway, so I'm not even upset about that. Yeah, I'm not even worried about that. All right, so check it out. So this is my Ghostbusters uniform. Since I already ruined this one for you guys, I'll go ahead and show it. I was the Riddler one year for Halloween, and Tim made this for me out of PVC. He's an amazing costume designer. This guy is incredible. My buddy Tim, who I work with on film, he's like my main partner on all this film. In fact, he's the one who gave me the camera that you guys are watching me on right now. I absolutely love Tim. He's been a blessing in my life. Appreciate him so much. And then the last one. Okay, so the gun. Good guess. Good guess for Spaceballs on Musical Me. Good guess. What is this? What is this last one from, you guys? It used to actually do something too. Oh well, there's battery. I could put a battery in here, but it's not. It doesn't want to go right now. The battery's dead. All right. What is this one? What is this one? I had a couple more. Let me see if I can find another one in there. May the Schwartz be with you indeed. Men in Black, great guess, but no. Great guess, but no. I'll give you one word hint. Multipass. Yes, exactly. I made all these from scratch, obviously, except for that. Well, I didn't make this from scratch, but all my costumes, I made them all from scratch, except for I didn't make the jacket, obviously, I didn't sew that up. What is this? All right. See if you can get the last one. May the Schwartz be with you too. Nope, not Flash Gordon either. All right, remember, the one-word hint on this one, was multipass. Dallas Corbin. There you go. All right. That's right. That was Dallas Corbin. That's right, you guys. All right, cool. Let me do a little quick something real quick for you guys, and then I'm gonna take a quick break and come back, and we're just gonna chat for the next, for the last segment here. Bonfires burning bright, pumpkin faces in the night. I remember Halloween, tickets hanging from poles, little daddy riding jaws. I remember Halloween, Bradley, vertigo, where Skeletor life is known. I remember Halloween, this day, and the jingles, bird parties hanging from poles. Remember Halloween. Candy apples and razor blades, little dead eyes in the graves. I remember Halloween, tickets, hanging from poles, little daddy riding jaws. I remember Halloween. Sing it with me everywhere. Halloween, 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 Halloween. And I remember Halloween. All right, you guys, I'll be right back.
I will break into. I walk slowly through your trap, falling out of time, out of love, and out of my mind. I will be lonely. I will settle for the test, letting every day eat away my truth, blinding man. Charging through wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a bad fly breaking us down. Now I want it all. Stars are forcefully aligned. Now to shine myself, guide my way from me and no one's. I will find myself. Over you I spill my guts. Maybe we can jump the county line and out of my home. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a breath while breaking us down. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. Yelling for everyone, just not too loud. Praying for a breath while breaking us down. Rising up, take a trip to the other side. Broken world from your eyes, close and lock 'em tight. Feet alive with the breath threatened to ignite. Spark a fire on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door, tell the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. Swollen time, hold a candle into the light. Breaking sound with an amp from another life. This is the last straw, last glance, last breath. Blow it up on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door, tell the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel take a trip to the other side. Broken world from your eyes, close and lock them tight. Feet alive with the breath threatened to ignite. Spark a fire on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door, tell the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. Swollen time, hold a candle into the light. Breaking sound with an amp from another life. This is the last straw, last glance, last breath. Blow it up on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door, tell the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. Contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you. False declarations from an empty yard. Your rule is falsified and taken as a beating. All I should cross a piece of modern man. It's like holding on to sacrifice. It's like holding on to save a life. It's like holding on to simple everyday. It's like holding on to save a life. Save what you're selling me, I'll only waste your time now. Save all your answers for the man next door. The opinions vary, but the truth is so objective. So move along and leave from my porch. See story time for the millennial breakdown. See babies slowly knocking at your door. The clock is booming at the gates of our rage. And save all the tears are just another one. It's like holding on to sacrifice. It's like holding on to save a life. It's like
All right. We're just gonna hang out. Let me see if the sound is good. I'm gonna look at the chats through my phone here. Let's see how long it takes to get on here. What's going on? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'm like 20 seconds back. That's why. All right, cool. All right, I wanted to see how the back. I put like a little bit of like music in, like the background, the Running Rogue set list. So I wanted to see how that was. Let me turn it up just a hair. All right. So I figure instead of just playing music with you guys, sometimes I'll just hang out with you guys. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just hanging out. That's what we're doing. We're hanging out. So, yes, Delzer. All right. Did you ever? Okay, now I gotta turn this off or down. All right, now I can see your comments, and I can chat with y'all while I'm doing this. I'll try and put my phone right there. Exactly. Oh, hi, Miss Daisy, beautiful baby girl. Hi. I guess now's a good time to tell you guys about what's been going on with Daisy and why I missed not last week's stream, but the week before. Daisy has, earlier this year, Daisy had I got home from Oklahoma and Daisy's, Daisy, I got home from Oklahoma and Daisy was not hearing as well as she normally was, and so I took her to her vet, and her vet said that to just give it some time, and he was thinking it was gonna come back. And it did a little bit, you know, and I ended up getting a second opinion from another vet a couple months later. And he didn't you know, say too much about it. But so I you know, but she was gradually getting a little bit better, you know, here and there. I'd say she had, you know, regained about 50, maybe 55% of her hearing or so, maybe 60. And I decided to take her to a specialist the week before, on Thursday, on the day that I was supposed to do the stream. And I took her down there, and they looked in her ears, and there was a little bit of wax in the right ear, so she said she wanted to do a flush on the ear to see the eardrum. And she did that, and then as soon as we got Daisy home, we realized that Daisy couldn't hear very well. She had gone back to kind of you know, where she was maybe at her worst point. So we called the vet, and you know, she thought it may have been some inflammation of the nerves from the flush, from the stuff they used for the flush. So she wanted to see her again, so we took her back down, and for the last so we took her back down on Monday, and for the last week we've been just kind of, you know, she's been on some medication and stuff, and so we've been just kind of, you know, taking it easy and seeing how she's feeling and stuff, and she's been okay. I think there's I feel like there's been a little bit of I feel like there's been an intermittent resurgence in her hearing, so I'm hoping that comes back fully soon. We're hoping and praying, and we've been just giving her the medication, and you know, we've been going on walks and doing our thing and being real active, and you know, but you know, at the same time, you know, letting her get her, you know, rest when she needs it and stuff, and so just been you know, just been doing our thing. So she's doing all right, you know, she's doing pretty good. So yes, baby, get her out. Hi, honey girl. She's like, oh, you're sitting down where I'm at. She's like, you know what? Let me get I think she wants to hang out. You know what? She wants a spot. Let me make her a little spot right next to me. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm just gonna put y'all right here. All right. Yeah, I mean, and I want to say that there's, you know, some sort of resurgence and stuff, but you know, I see you know, it's, like I say, it's kind of in and out, you know, so it's been kind of weighing on me, to be honest with you, over the last, you know, since we took her in, you know, so. But yeah, you know, I kind of feeling guilty, kind of kicking myself and saying like, well, maybe I should never have taken her down to the specialist. You know, because we had, you know, her hearing was at a certain point where it was really manageable. You know, we had a good level of communication, and you know, her quality of life is, you know, was fairly high. You know, her quality of hearing in life was fairly high, and it still is. I mean, she's getting love every day. Just, you know, when you don't have one of your auditory senses up to par, it can be brutal, you know, and she lives in a house of music, so, you know, it's like when I play music, she always comes and sits next to me. She wants to just be a part of it, you know, so yeah, so I mean, I don't know, that's one of the big reasons it's been kind of weighing on me. It's just, it just kills me to think that, you know, she like wouldn't be able to hear my new album, or, you know, just like hear this Thursday streams and just come lay next to me on the Thursday nights and just listen to the music, you know, so anyway, but yeah, I hope she gets better soon too. I'm sure she will. But anyway, so I'm sitting next to my old DVD collection. I haven't like watched these in so long. It's gonna just hang out with you guys too, by the way, instead of just playing music. I know this is a little different, but it's nice, you know. So if you guys have any questions, anything like that, about anything, about my music or about my YouTube channel or the TV shows or the covers or anything, just let me know. I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Also, too, I will have a special guest on Thursday for my stream. I won't tell you guys who that is. I'll just let you guys kind of see who that is and experience it for yourselves. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy that. Somebody else will be playing some music here on Thursday. So I'm gonna have somebody play some music with me, and then somebody's gonna play a set. Somebody who maybe you guys know, maybe you guys don't, you know? So, all right, let me, I'm gonna look at my DVD collection, and tell you guys some of my favorite under the radar movies, my favorite sleeper films that have come out that are absolutely killer films that not everyone knows what they are. All right, if you guys like Robert Downey Jr., there is a great movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If you guys have never seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, check out Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think you guys will enjoy this. Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer. I'll give you guys the rundown. I'll give you guys the back of the box rundown. Let me see. Oh, this is a Shane Black movie. That's right. Hey, James. Yeah, good man, dude. Yeah, this is not a movie that everyone has seen. I used to work at Blockbuster when I was like 20. And like around that time, like there was a bunch of good movies come out that came out under the radar. They didn't come out in theaters. Shane Black directed this, who was, by the way, he was one of the soldiers in the original Predator, and he actually he directed Iron Man 3. He directed The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, and yeah, absolutely fun to watch. His movies tend to be fun to watch in general. Like he tends to put out good movies. In fact, this kind of reminded me of The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, actually. But this was great. This was this guy at the beginning. This guy, Robert Downey Jr.'s character comes upon, or he's doing this robbery or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And one of the guys he was on the robbery with gets shot and killed. And he's running away from the cops, and he ends up running into this audition room for the movie. And he starts breaking down in front of the producers, talking about the guy who had just been shot. And they think he's monologuing, so he gets the role in this film and cuts and then he's, a movie star, and his life changes, and it's pretty interesting, actually. That was a great one. All right, so we did a full half-hour show on this one. We did Brain Scan, my buddy Tim and I, on the For Your Entertainment channel. So, hey, if you, yes, exactly, Gay Fairy. That's right. I forgot about, dude. All right. So, hey, so do me a favor, Oh Musical Me, since you're a mod, throw in the link to the Brain Scan episode that we did on the For Your Entertainment channel. And we put these out. We're trying to put these out every Thursday, where we do where we talk about a movie that kind of flew in under the radar that we really enjoyed. So Brain Scan was one of those. This was a killer movie, so good. When I was about 13 years old, I think it came out in '94, so I was about 13. I had my mom drop me off at the theater, and I saw this movie, and I saw it by myself, and I was like, all right, this movie is absolutely incredible. And it was about this kid who gets this video game, and he goes and he plays the video game, and it's kind of a virtual reality thing, and he goes into the game, and it's a horror game, and he goes and the game tells him to kill somebody in the game, and he does, and he takes something home with him from the crime, and after the game, is over and stuff, maybe like the next day he starts realizing that he may have actually committed that crime. Edward Furlong, this is right after T2, so at 13 years old, I was like all about, anything Edward Furlong was doing. So Brain Scan is a killer film if you like horror, thriller, kind of sci-fi, type stuff. Brick, little kind of like a modern film noir with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Excellent film. He was in a string of killer movies in the early 2000s and the 90s. There was another one he did called I think it was called The Lookout, with Jeff Daniels and him, and that was just a great movie. Let's see. Oh, this one. Okay. So 13 Zametti. Has anyone ever heard of 13 Zametti? I want to know if you guys have ever heard of 13 Zametti. Anyone, any of you guys who are watching out there. This thing's beautiful. Sorry, I gotta give Daisy them Lebens. Oh, hey, Tommy. What's going down, brother? No worries, man. I figure it's because this is something a little different, so I didn't want to use the same screenshot and have people, like, coming in and being like, oh, hey, like, you know, I thought we were going to hear music. Like, I don't want this. Like, you know, it's like, I figured I'd throw a little something different out. Good to see you, Tommy. We're just talking about, I did some music earlier if you wanted to go back to the first set, but I mean, we're just talking about, like, movies that came in under the radar, movies that I enjoyed. All right, so Dave, 13 Zametti. 13 Zametti is a good movie that I'm kind of loosely basing a short that I'm writing kind of on 13 Zametti. It's not necessarily based on 13 Zametti, but it's got some elements from 13 Zametti, like as I was writing it. I've been writing it recently for my special guest who's coming, and they'll be here tomorrow night. They fly in tomorrow night, who I'm picking up, and then we're gonna be shooting some fun stuff this week, and I'm writing this thing kind of loosely based on some of the elements from 13 Zametti. But 13 Zametti is about a group of people. In fact, I think they made an American version of this a couple years ago called 13. I think it was just called 13. And it's about this guy who comes across this invitation to a game. And he goes to play. He goes and like gets in with these other 13 people that plays this game. But the game is Russian roulette. And they play until there's only one person left. And then that person gets like some sort of prize, you know what I mean? But it's pretty intense. It's actually a very good film. I would definitely suggest 13 Zametti if you guys get a chance. Great movie. All right, another one. Boom. 12 and Holding. I know, with the numbers, right? But 12 and Holding, this is a killer film right here. It says, right on the front here, one of the John Anderson of Newsday says, a rare film, believable and meaningful. I agree. A rare film, believable and meaningful. Good movie. Jeremy Renner was in this when he was a little younger, actually. But I would definitely suggest this. I don't want to, give too much on this, but kind of a coming-of-age film that, yeah, it's pretty intense. Good movie. All right, let me see here. Let me just kind of look through here. Oh, okay, so this one right here. Y'all ever seen Open Range with Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall? There's two types of movies, I'll tell you right now, that there's two types of movies that Kevin Costner does well. He does sports movies well, and he does westerns really well. And Open Range is no exception. That is just a killer movie. If you guys haven't seen Open Range, I heavily suggest watching this movie. It's excellent. I remember I was 20 when that came out. I was 20. And I remember going to the theater to see it, and I was dating this girl at the time, and she didn't want to see a Western. She's a 20-year-old girl, and so I take her to see this movie, and I'm like, all right, if you don't like it, we'll leave. We'll go see something else. We get in there. This movie's 2.5 hours. It's a good lengthy film, but it's legit good. And we left that movie theater, and I was like, did you like that? She was like, I loved that movie, and it was excellent. It's kind of a revenge film, If you like revenge films, like imagine I would say. I mean, like Taken as a revenge film and things like that. But I would say, dude, Open Range is a killer movie. Yes, Dave. I'm glad you've seen that. Dude, right, such a good movie, right, Dave? Absolutely, I totally agree. Yellowstone. Dude, I've been wanting to check out Yellowstone, Delzer. I haven't yet. But one of my favorite actors is in Yellowstone, Cole Hauser. I love him, dude. He was so great. I saw him for the first time in Higher Learning when I was, I was probably the same age, probably around the same age, 13 or so, and I went to the theater and saw Higher Learning. And he played like, he was like opposite Michael Rappaport in that movie. And he was just mind-blowingly good in that movie. And then everything he was in after that, everything I saw him in after that, I really enjoyed. Like, he was great in Dazed and Confused. He was great in Paparazzi. A number of other things that I've seen him in as well. Yep, he was Benny in Dazed and Confused. That's right. That's absolutely right. And then, so here, I'm about to show you guys a real deep cut right here. All right, so this one is so deep, I don't even got the actual cover for it. I have the Blockbuster cover for it. Do you guys remember Blockbuster? Do y'all remember Blockbuster Video? Do y'all remember spending more time in Blockbuster Video looking at the movies on the wall than you did watching the actual movies that you rent and took home? Like, I did that. Like, I remember, like, my mom would, like, drop me off at, or I would go into Blockbuster Video or Hollywood Video or whatever, and like 45 minutes later, like a pissed off mom would like fly into Blockbuster Video like, Eddie, where are you? We're leaving right now. All right. No, dude, not all of these are horror, Tommy. Not all of these are horror, Tommy. No, I didn't steal it, James. You don't steal from Blockbuster Video, James. Don't you know that? They just charge you for late fees until you owe hundreds of dollars on the movie, and then you have to go in and pay however much just because you had the Pool Hall Junkies for a year and a half. By the way, have y'all seen Pool Hall Junkies? So Blockbuster Video. But like, okay, before I move to Pool Hall Junkies, I gotta touch on Blockbuster Video for a minute because when I was 20, I used to work at Blockbuster Video. It was one of my favorite jobs, actually. It was really fun because I got to talk movies all day with people, And there were a couple of really interesting experiences working at Blockbuster Video. I cannot tell you, yes. So Tommy says, Blockbuster robs you if you don't return. Exactly. There was a class action lawsuit with Blockbuster Video. They ended up paying millions of dollars over those late fees that they charged people. Bro, like when you worked at Blockbuster in the 90s, you weren't just a customer service representative, you were a fucking loan shark. I'm telling you, because when somebody would return some movie into the slot, we would check it in and it would be like $84 late fee on the Santa Claus, from 1995, And so the guy would come in next to rent another movie, and we'd tell the guy, he'd have his movies, and I would tell him, well, it's, this much for your movies, and $85.40 on top of it because of this last movie. And I had people threaten me. I had people not wanna, dude, it was insane, so. Yeah, let me see. Do I have Freddy Got? I do have Freddy Got Fingered, but I don't have the case for it. It's sitting in a drawer somewhere, or it's like in this. This is full. This is so full. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so hold on one second. This is full of DVDs too. And a foot massager apparently. But yeah, this whole thing is just jam-packed. DVDs. Pool Hall Junkies. Did you guys hear any word I was saying while I was gibbering jabbering? Acting like you guys could hear me and shit. Yeah, Tom Green movie. That was pretty funny. All right. Right here. Pool Hall Junkies. I don't even have the cover for it, but look it up. Watch this movie. If you guys, you know what? If you guys like good movies, watch this movie. This is one of my favorite movies from when I was probably in my late teens, early 20s. Excellent film. Christopher Walken, Mars Callahan, and God, I can't remember the kid's name. Kid who played Danny. I can't remember his name. But anyway, this is one of my favorite movies from when I was younger, absolutely. Now, when I say like, I'm talking about like movies that came in under the radar. All right, so Pool Hall Junkies is, oh, you're talking about what type of movie is Freddy Got Fingered? Or are you talking about what type of movie is Pool Hall Junkies, Dave? Freddy Got Fingered is an outrageous comedy. And yeah, Tom Green movie, that's an outrageous comedy. But watch Pool Hall Junkies if you guys haven't seen Pool Hall Junkies. All right, let me see what else was good here. Oh yeah, ESPN put out a show back in the day. Pool Hall Junkies is a it's just like a movie about like pool sharks, you know, like going into pool halls and like hustling people, and it's pretty good. It's actually, but it's really, it's got a great story. It's got a great story to it. The guy who wrote it, actually, the guy who wrote it and was in it was the main character, Mars Callahan. When he wrote it, he was the age of the kid, and he wrote it for himself to play the kid in the movie, but by the time he ended up getting it made, he was old enough to play the main character, so he ended up playing the main character. Christopher Walken played, you know, the auxiliary character. You guys got to see this. Chaz Palminteri, Christopher Walken, Mars Callahan. Good movie, you guys. Excellent film. All right, let's see. Let's move on here. Let's go check out another movie. All right, one of my favorite shows, not necessarily under the radar, but absolutely watchable over and over and over again. News Radio. You guys haven't seen News Radio? Definitely watch News Radio. Worth every minute. Worth every minute. All right, let me see. What's in the? I always wonder what's in the mystery cases. Ooh, it's a mystery DVD. Wonder what's in that. I'll watch it this week and report back to you guys. I'll let you know. Let me put it up here. All right. Oh, okay. So before I used to like horror when I was a kid, I remember because I only grew to like horror movies when I was like 13, 14, 15 or so. And before that, I did not like horror that much, and my stepdad used to watch some horror movies when I was a kid, and this was one that used to scare the bejesus out of me. Leviathan. You guys ever see Leviathan? This movie's killer. So I had to obviously buy the old 80s horror movies that used to scare the bejesus out of me when I was a kid and watch them. Which one, Leviathan, D, or Pool Hall Wait, which one were we talking about? Pool Hall Junkies? No, Leviathan. I know you're talking about Leviathan. So I looked at the timestamp. Yeah, that's a killer movie too. Yeah, those are my, let me see. I got a ton of these things. I need to go through my DVDs and see what I got. I think I should sell these. Should I just sell these? Should I just give these away or what? I'll be completely honest with you guys. I am shocked that y'all are still watching. I am shocked that y'all are still watching. All right, so if you guys haven't seen these movies, go watch these movies. These are good movies. I'll tell you, I haven't seen some of these movies. I'm looking in here and I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either. All right, so I got some shows down here. Okay, so I did want to tell you guys about a show that I watched probably in my early 20s. I was probably 20 when I saw this show. This was made by ESPN. From what I heard, ESPN told the creators of this show, like whoever made it, like that, or ESPN was told by the NFL that if they made another season of this show, that they would never be able to air another game on ESPN ever again. That NFL would like cut ties with ESPN if they made another season of this show. Check out this show. It's called The Playmakers. It's a really interesting look, like kind of, it's kind of based on a fictional NFL team. And they talk a lot, they show you a lot of what the players and coaches go through on and off the field. And I don't think it left the NFL in a very good light. I don't know. And that's what I heard. I'm not really sure. But that's what I heard of why they didn't make any more seasons of The Playmakers. But that was a really, really, really good show. Yeah, man, I thought, you know, throw a little music in the background. Oh, Deep Star 6. I think I have Deep Star 6. Do I? Yes, you nailed it with that. Deep Star 6, absolutely. Oh, hell yeah, D. You nailed it with that one. There were some movies in the 80s that just were just ridiculously good. Man, the 80s, they just make good movies. And let me ask you this. When since the 80s have they come out with another good horror icon? Okay? Let's think about it, okay? Like, they had, like, Scream, the Scream Ghost, I guess, maybe. The Jigsaw, maybe, like the little tricycle thing. But for real? Dude, in the 80s, we had Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Chucky. We had Michael Myers. We had, let's see, we had Pinhead. We had, I'm leaving out Leatherface. Did we have Leatherface? That wasn't like, was Leatherface 79? I think so, but still, I would count that as that era in general, you know what I'm saying? But man, we just had great horror icons. What's up, Keith? Saw was, right? I think Saw was that type of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I think Saw was definitely that type of, okay, the boogeyman from Sinister, okay, I mean, but that wasn't like a villain, you know what I'm saying? Like, that thing didn't come to kill, it did, but it would only go to kill the one person in the movie that was doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, Freddy Krueger, you were fair game if you were in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, you were fair game to be killed. You feel me? Saw, yeah, I get that with Jigsaw, but yeah, we had like these killer horror icons. I want to create a new horror icon. I've been thinking about that for like the last little while now. I thought about that for maybe the last like couple years, because I've written a lot of horror shorts. So I've thought a lot about, creating like a new horror icon or a good, horror icon like that. But like, you think, a guy with knives on his fingers. Yeah, exactly, Keith. No real straight up horror icon since, the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, you could kind of count the Scream guy in as that. Let me take a look at up here at some of these horrors I got. I mean, we had It, we had Pennywise, we also had The Thing. John Carpenter brought us some great stuff. By the way, John Carpenter wrote his own music to his film. So that iconic Halloween music, John Carpenter wrote that. Let me see here. We had Jaws. Come on. Throw Jaws in there. That was a horror icon too from the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, even though it was a shark, it's still Jaws, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, would you guys throw Jaws in there? That's actually a good question. I don't know. Would you guys throw Jaws in there or not? I don't know. Let me think. Let me see here. We had... There were movies that when I was a kid, like, I did not want to watch movies where, like, kids were the monster. Like, I did not want to watch The Omen when I was a kid. I was like, nah. Nah. Let me think. Oh, did you guys see Orphan? That movie was movie was crazy. I think this actually happened in real life. Like, and I think it may have happened after the movie came out. But watch this. This is a trip. This will mess with you a little bit actually if you hadn't seen it. Some of the movies in here that I have, you'd think, oh, why do you have that? And I'm like, well, I didn't really think it was going to be good, and then I watched it, and I was like, that was dope. Yes, Children of the Corn, right, exactly. Right. Those kids, man, those black-eyed kids, man, not cool, dude. Drag Me to Hell was pretty good. I like Sam Raimi. I got to see Darkman in the drive-in with my parents when I was a kid, and loved Darkman. Absolutely loved Darkman. That was Liam Neeson. I can't even, I just barely remember that was Liam Neeson. That's awesome. I'm seeing this one. This was the very first movie that I produced. Came out, did a limited run in theaters, and then was in every Redbox and Netflix and Walmart and Target and all that stuff. Bigfoot, the Lost Coast tapes. Check out that one. I executive produced this movie. And the music is mine as well. Yeah. I was just kind of like, these are like the bottom row for me right here. I mean, I got so many movies like in this thing. And then up here too, up here. So these are my comedies up here. Let me see. What's a good comedy that's like flew in under the radar? Let me see. Okay, so I'll tell you a couple. Drowning Mona. Have you guys ever heard of Drowning Mona with, let me see if I can find that. Somebody stole my Drowning Mona. That's unexcusable, inexcusable, unacceptable, incomprehensible. I don't like it. Anyway, Drowning Mona is a good movie. It's with The Dead Hate the Living. No. Oh, Fire in the Sky. Yeah, good one. I saw that in the theater with a friend of mine. I saw that in the theater with a friend of mine from my baseball team when we were like 12. Again, got dropped off by my mom. We got tickets to this movie. I don't think this kid had gone to see anything like that before because I think it scarred him too, D. We never hung out after that actually ever again. So, but yeah, that was a pretty intense film too. Fire in the Sky was definitely a killer. The Dead Hate the Living. No, I don't think I have seen The Dead Hate the Living actually, Tommy. I'm gonna actually check that out. The Dead Hate the Living. All right. That's another one that came in under the radar here. All right, like I said, Drowning Mona. If you like good comedies, and this came out in like the mid-90s. I'll tell you who's in it. Bette Midler, Danny DeVito, Casey Affleck. I love Casey Affleck too. Most of the stuff he does is right on. Nev Campbell, couple other really good actors in this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. William Finchner, also another one of my favorite actors. And it was just, they were thorough to have the jokes be very, very just right on the money. It was a very ridiculous movie. But I would definitely say if you haven't seen Drowning Mona, that's another one I would definitely recommend. Danny DeVito, that's correct, bro. Good movie, dude. Excellent film. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, okay. So I have a lot of these movies that I'm sure other people didn't really enjoy, especially the comedies. Like, I tended to lean towards some of the most ridiculous comedies. So I really liked Ready to Rumble with David Arquette and Scott Conn. Like that movie for me was really funny. I really enjoyed that movie actually. Let me see. Do I have Ready to Rumble here still? Or did someone take that too? Yep, it ain't here. Man, I used to have all these movies and now I don't have none of them. What happened? What happened to all my movies? Well, whatever. All right, well. Oh, yeah, okay. After I move the microphones, I see some More movies in there. Obviously, Short Circuit, another 80s gem. You see, 80s movies were different. We had like a decade of commercial movies that were almost genreless. You know, like, you tell me, like, what is Short Circuit? Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Is it an adventure? Is it an action? Like, it's got elements of all of those. You know what I mean? So does like movies like License to Drive with the Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Like, it's comedy, but it's also like, you know, it's got adventure in it. It's got drama in it. Like, I mean, you could say the same thing for most John Hughes films. Most John Hughes films were the same way. You know, we just had, the 80s had a string of just good movies. You know, what do you call Back to the Future? Is it sci-fi? Is it comedy? Is it a drama? Is it adventure? Like I said, it could literally be classified as all of those. But somehow it worked, and somehow it didn't need to be pigeonholed into some, you know, oh, it's got to be horror, it's got to be sci-fi, or it's got to be this, or it's got to be that, you know? Right, exactly. You know, we don't get those anymore. Okay, so we do. We do. Like every once in a while, you'll get one. Have you guys ever seen Safety Not Guaranteed with Mark Duplass? He was from The League and Creep and a couple other movies. So if you guys haven't seen Safety Not Guaranteed, that's one of these kinds of movies where it's just like, it's a fun ride. It's got a little bit of adventure, some mystery, you know, a little bit of drama, a little bit of romance, you know, and a lot of comedy. It's very quirky, you know, just a good movie overall. But it's got all these types of different feels to it, and it's even got a little bit of a sci-fi feel too. That one's actually really good. It's about, there is this girl, and she's working at a newspaper, and they're in like an editorial meeting to see what kind of content they're going to put out. And the girl says, "Hey, have you guys seen this classified that this dude put out?" And it says, it's titled "Safety Not Guaranteed," and it says, "Wanted, partner to travel back in time with, must bring your own weapons, safety not guaranteed." And this girl's like, I want to like do a story on this guy, and I want to go, you know. So she goes to like answer the ad, and goes to like meet with this dude and like start, you know, preparing to travel back in time, you know. And it's killer. Yes, exactly, D. They just told stories. Exactly. They weren't just good movies. They told stories. Right. Exactly. You know. Which one are you talking about, James? Oh, Safety Not Guaranteed. Yes, dude. That's a really good movie. And again, kind of genreless. You know, it doesn't have to be put into something. You know. I'll tell you what. I watched another great movie this week, and I thought it was great. You know, again, it's a Western. This is another Western that's brand new, and it's got God, what's his name? I want to say his name's Tim. He's got 3 names: Tim Nelson Blake. I think that's his name. The guy from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He's in this Western called Old Henry that I saw this last week. And I don't want to give too much away on this movie, but watch this movie. Watch Old Henry, and at the very end, I was like, what? I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this is so cool. And it had this weird feeling of nostalgia, and almost made me like, in the span of like this climactic ending, it almost made me relive the movie Young Guns, which is very weird. Like, but just watch this movie called Old Henry. It's super good. I really like that. Yeah, Safety Not Guaranteed was a really good movie, you guys. Definitely check that out. And Old Henry was killer too. Like I said, I saw that one this week. Or last week. Definitely a good movie. In fact, as soon as I was done watching it, I texted my mom, and I told my mom, I was like, watch Old Henry. And my mom texted me about 2 hours later, and she said, that was awesome. And I was like, oh, you watched it? She was like, yeah, we watched it like right away. I was like, nice. So definitely killer film. Good movie. Good Western. I love a good, I'm a sucker for a good Western, you know? And speaking of good Westerns, this movie right here is what The Magnificent Seven was based on. Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. That movie is awesome. Watch that movie if you guys like foreign films. I won't touch too much on that because you guys know what the Magnificent Seven is about. So I think you guys know what the Magnificent Seven is about. It's about a town who's getting kind of bullied by this gang. So they they pool up their money all together and they hire these 7 gunfighters to come in and rid their town of this gang. And the Seven Samurai is the same thing, but it's a Japanese village, in ancient Japan. They hire these 7 samurai to come in and rid their village of this gang, Pretty intense, actually. Very, very good movie. All right, let's see here. Let's move on. Let's pick another one. Let's pick another good one. Oh. All right, so I'm going to talk about one that didn't necessarily come in under the radar, but was an excellent representation of the book that it was based on. And I don't see very many of these because I read a lot, and I always will try and watch the adaptation of the books when I read them. But this next one is great adaptation of the book. Fantastic adaptation of the book. And now, again, it's another horror, 1408. If you guys haven't seen 1408, it's definitely worth a watch. Even better read, and it's short. It's actually like a novelette. It's actually like a short story from Stephen King. So I would definitely poke around on the internet, find a version of this to read, 1408, and read it, and then watch this movie. I remember when I read it. I have it in the book. I can't remember which book. It's in either Everything's Eventual or Nightmares and Dreamscapes, maybe. I can't remember which one, but he's done a bunch of collections of short stories, and this was in one of them. And in that collection, the one that I read, there was a little prologue before the actual story itself, and the prologue said that Stephen King, he said that all his life he's consciously stayed away from writing the haunted house or the haunted hotel room or the haunted, mansion story. He never wanted to do that. He said he wanted to always stay away from writing that cliche. He said he found it cliche. And he said a friend of his who, one of the guys who helped, not helped him get a start, but one of the guys who published some of his first stories in one of the magazines that they were publishing some of his stories in, called him and said, hey man, could you write me a story about a haunted house? Or something along those lines. And he says, he did it as a favor for this guy. And then he said that as he got into writing it, he said he realized that it was scaring him to write it. As he was writing it, the story itself was actually scaring him. And I read it. It absolutely was a frightening tale. If you guys like story, especially if you guys like to read and you guys like to let your mind take you instead of having somebody show you the pictures and watch the movie and interpret it for you. If you guys are into it, definitely read it, but watch this. Like I said, it's a great adaptation and representation of the film itself. John Cusack is awesome in it too. Samuel L. Jackson is too. John Cusack is really, really good in this. He plays a horror writer who goes around to different haunted hotels and haunted houses and haunted lighthouses, and he writes books, the top 10 this, top 10 that, top 10 haunted this, top 10, and he's never really experienced anything really frightening until he gets to the Dolphin Hotel, and he goes and stays in room 1408. I won't tell you any more than that, but Good movie. Excellent film. Good adaptation, excellent adaptation of the book, actually. I found that it was anyway. Let's see here. This one's definitely not a one that came in under the radar, but Tropic Thunder, also another just fantastic movie. Just comedy, action, adventure. We did get that with Tropic Thunder. We got the multi-genre fun ride, you know what I mean? I will say too, like, I feel like we get that with Peter Berg's movies. Do you know who Peter Berg is? If you guys are out there, like, do you know who, like, Peter Berg is as a director? He directed The Rundown with The Rock. He did Battleship. I think he did, do you remember the movie from the 90s, The Great White Hype? He did that movie. He did, I think he did, I want to say he did Digstown, but I might be wrong about that. But yeah, no, and then he did most recently actually, he did a string of really true life horrible event films. He did Lone Survivor. He did Deepwater Horizon. He did the one about the Boston Marathon bombing. He did like 4 or 5 of those ones in a row. I think he's doing Battleship 2 again, and I think he's gonna be making some more of those fun films. But if you guys haven't seen some Peter Berg movies that he's directed, watch the Rundown. The Rundown is a great one. He didn't do The Rock. He did The Rundown. The Rock was in The Rundown. Did I say The Rock? I apologize for that. He didn't do The Rock. That was Jerry Bruckheimer. Jerry Bruckheimer and Michael Bay. Jerry Bruckheimer, Don Simpson, and Michael Bay. That was before Don Simpson. Yeah, so... But yes. Oh, my phone's gonna die pretty soon. The Rundown is a really fun movie, actually. Great opening scene too. Yeah, in that when he goes into the club to get the guy's Super Bowl ring as collateral for the money that he owes the guy. That was really good. Another good Christopher Walken movie, by the way. If you guys haven't seen The Rundown, you guys like Walken, it's another another chance to see Walken, Because if you don't, he might stab you in the face with a soldering iron, I mean, as he does, as he tends to do. Let's see in here. What were some of the ones I really liked that were kind of... Okay. I'm realizing that a lot of the ones that really my real favorites are not here. That I've either lent them to somebody and they never returned them, or yeah. I didn't see Blazing Saddles until I was like 30. I should have grown up with that movie, but I didn't. I didn't see Blazing Saddles until I was like 30, and as soon as I saw that movie, it was instantly one of my favorite films. Such a good movie. Excellent film. And 2, also, these 2 movies right here are, these 2 stand-up specials, I watched these with my brother and sisters incessantly. Dave Chappelle's Killing Them Softly, and then For What It's Worth. Both of these, awesome. I haven't seen these in so long. I need to watch these again. Those were both classic, excellent stand-ups. By the way, talking about classic, excellent stand-ups, I know y'all have seen these though. Eddie Murphy Raw and Eddie Murphy Delirious. I don't know, when I watched those as a kid, it felt like I was it felt like I was on drugs or something. That's how hard I would laugh. You know what I mean? It was crazy. That's awesome. Now, I don't know that my parents ever watched Raw or Delirious, especially with me, but yeah. All right, so let me see. I do have a lot of good movies in here, I will say. Grandma's Boy is an excellent film. The Goods, excellent movie. Good comedies, both of those are good comedies. Oh, you know what's another good comedy with Ryan Reynolds that came out in the 90s that was kind of like, I don't know, it didn't really like, wasn't like a huge movie, but Just Friends. Which one, Keith? Blazing Saddles? Let me see here. Let me turn this one on. Turn this thing on. Let me see how that plays on camera. My taser. It smells like burning air. Like it smells like the air is burning when I do that. It's one of these like these taser flashlights. You can get these on Amazon. Pretty cheap, actually. All right, I'm gonna play a song on the taser, and you guys tell me what song I'm playing. Here we go. No, it wasn't Smoke on the Water, but it wasn't responding to me like I wanted it to anyway, so I don't think you guys are gonna get that. Freebird. No. It was Back in Black. It was Back in Black. I was playing Back in Black on the taser. I think for my next stream on Thursday, instead of playing the guitar, I'll play the taser instead. I'll sing to the taser. And the next time I hear it. Right. Exactly, Keith. There you go. Exactly. Take Daisy for a walk late at night with this thing. There you go. I got a. I live in the state of California, so I have I recently got a. My phone's about to die. It is legit going. All right, kids, I love you guys. I will see you guys next time. I'll try and do one of these every Sunday, man. These are fun. I enjoy doing this with you guys. So hang out. We'll see you guys on the next one on Thursday night. I'll be playing some music for you guys Thursday. I'll have a wild guest that you guys will see in studio that you guys maybe know. And, wish Daisy the best, of health and luck, you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. Take care.
I will break you too. I walk slowly through your trap, falling out of time, out of love and out of my mind. I will be lonely. I will settle for the test, letting every day eat away my true poison. Charging through the wall, never to attack. Being on the defense, taking a back. trip to the other side. Broken world from your eyes, close and lock them tight. Feet alive with the breath threatened to ignite. Spark a fire on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a thorn and a golden crown. Deadlock on the door to the mind itself. Set it off on the inside. We fall from a badly written rhyme, and the world knows contagious reaction in everybody's eyes. Sedition, attraction brings knowledge to demise. Swollen time, hold a candle into the light. Breaking sound with an amp from another life. This is the last straw, last glance, last breath. Blow it up on the inside. Rise above, fly a jetpack to keep them down. Images of a